Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. This is Unapologetically Significant.
Indeed.
Coming back at you today with some tantalizing tidbits
Ooh.
of health information that you might find useful. You might
Yeah.
find a waste of time.
Yeah. This is
But we're going to make it fun,
yeah,
though.
you're gonna find it interesting. If nothing else, you're gonna definitely find some of this interesting.
Yep. Yep.
So
Because what are we talking about today?
we are talking about home remedies, old school home remedies from I don't know. I'm from the deep south. He's from the northeast. So, we're gonna come together and talk about all the things that our family and grandmothers' grandmothers did to heal and cure us,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
fix us.
Yeah.
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
Do your research.
Do
We're
your
not
research.
doctors.
Try at your own risk.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though we survived and
We've
we're fine.
yeah,
However, do your research. This one's on you.
yeah, yeah. These are things that we have tried, tested, and true in our households.
Hmm.
So we're just gonna spread some knowledge. Last week we talked about it. Sorry, I
Yeah,
need
a
to
little
turn off my
bit.
ringer. Um, that's why we touched on it and we said we're gonna double back. So here we are, doubling back, revisiting some of the cool things that, you know, when you can't you're not sure if you need to be going to the doctor quite yet, but
Right,
you're
right.
feeling the ick coming on. What do you do
Hmm.
when you feel the ick coming on?
Yeah,
Or your kid is not feeling up to par. It might have a little great fever. Like, what do you do?
yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna start, friend.
All right, we're gonna start with say, what do we want to start with? Well, being that it's summertime,
Yeah.
um, um,
Mm,
being outdoors, having fun at the park, the yard, wherever,
mm-hmm.
there's a tendency to get bug bite.
Yeah. Mosquitoes, ants, bees kind of fall in
Yeah,
that
bees are
category.
in
Yeah.
there, gnats,
Yeah.
all kinds of little critters
Yeah.
that are out there. And so, what do? Because typically what happens, you get this bite, you don't even know you got the bite.
No.
And then a little while later, all of a sudden it starts to itch. And you
It,
might see a little redness or
yeah. It
swelling.
starts to swell up a little
Yeah, yeah,
bit. The little
yeah,
bump comes.
yeah. And then the more you scratch, the more it itches.
Mm-hmm.
So try not to do that. But what do? One of the things I know my mom used to do, she used to make this oatmeal paste.
Mm.
So, today you can go out, you got all these oatmeal lotions and
There
potions
is
and
quite a few options
yeah,
for oatmeal.
yep. But with the lotions, make sure you read that label
Mhm.
because there's 15 things in there.
That ain't the pace.
Yeah, don't get that.
You're being charged for the extra. You don't necessarily need the extra.
Yeah,
What is it?
yeah,
Oatmeal paste is I'm gonna assume it's oatmeal water and something else.
that's all she used.
Oatmeal water and the oatmeal I'm assuming is absorbing
Yep,
the
yep, and
yuck.
she would
It's
cook it down,
mhm.
and so you get that, almost too thick to eat,
Okay.
so it's a real thick paste kinda thing, and she would just get that and spread it over the, area, and voila, in no time,
Mm,
it was gone. But, oatmeal has been used for years and years and years for all kinds of
mhm.
skin conditions and whatnot. I know my boys, they're competitive swimmers, and I have used a good grade of oatmeal lotion on them, and it's worked fine when their skin get irritated sometimes by the chlorine.
Right.
But it was too much area to cover for the
Mhm.
paste.
Yeah.
So, but oatmeal does work
Mhm.
wonders.
That's a good one because like you mentioned, it is summertime, so we are outdoors a little bit more, and these mosquitoes ain't playing around.
No, no,
I,
they're not.
I got a bite right now that I'm just like, why? What happened? How come I didn't see it coming? But having, some quick remedies will fix, but we are outdoors a little bit more. If you're out camping and
Hmm.
in the pool now too, we're in Arizona and it's not only hot, but it's muggy, it's humid. So tend to be in the water a little bit more. So having something like that on hand would be helpful.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So, what else? There was something else I was going to say about oatmeal. Oh, mosquitoes. Fun fact.
Mm.
Some people go out and never get bit by mosquitoes. Some people, as soon as they step out the door,
They get attacked.
they get
They get
attacked.
jumped by the mosquito gang.
And there's a reason for that, believe it or not.
It's a chemical? I
Mhm.
can't remember which one it is. So
It's, carbon dioxide.
carbon dioxide. Your body
Your
is
body's giving off carbon dioxide, and that's what attracts the
mhm.
mosquitoes.
So that's the mosquito perfume.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
calling them in like Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, it's almost like a mating call to them, and they're like, "Ah, here we go."
So how does one's body overproduce carbon monoxide?
No, not
I mean,
monoxide,
I'm sorry. Yeah,
dioxide.
dioxide. Sorry, y'all.
Monoxide is the movie where you wanna get rid of somebody, you turn the car
Car on.
on.
Yeah, I was watching I was watching Denzel movie the other night last night, so that's probably where that came from. But anyways, how do we
How do you overproduce?
overproduce it where you have the mosquito mating?
It has a lot to do with, number 1, where does it come from? Carbon dioxide. Well, obviously, you take in the oxygen, and it has to be converted. It gets converted in your body, uh, to carbon dioxide,
Mhm.
okay? Now, what can happen, and a lot of that occurs in the lungs and in your system. What can happen is your system can be either you're genetically disposed to be that way,
Hmm.
or you can be you can have some slight inflammation, irritation, or what have you go on, and it will actually produce more. Now, more is not necessarily a bad thing. It is in terms of mosquitoes,
Right.
but the idea is your body needs to get rid of that. And for people who have a higher amount, their body actually work a little more efficiently
Mhm.
to get rid of that stuff. Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
because now we're gonna be paying attention to who gets bit more
yeah,
to
right.
figure out, like, you got a little something going on
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
to tell.
CO2. Hey, what's
Yeah.
going on? So, what else? What are we going to look at next?
I don't know, when I think about bug bites, I think about, tea tree oil. Like,
Ooh.
we swear by tea tree oil. We have it in every bathroom. I probably have some in my car and my little, uh, emergency kit
Mhm.
because it just kills off everything. It's antibacterial, antimicrobial, anti everything. So if I get a bug bite, I will definitely or a zit,
Mhm.
I would douse it with some tea tree as well.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And it
Tea
seems to
tree's
work.
great for the mouth.
I have not done that yet.
Oh, oh, oh. Any kind of toothache or, you crunch down on a nut
Mhm.
wrong and it's like, ah,
Oh,
and
where
then
it's
they
kinda irritated?
irritate, your gums irritated or whatnot. You put some tea tree oil on there and bam, you don't feel
Mhm.
nothing.
Thought, like, neem oil would work better than tea tree for teeth,
Neem oil,
technically.
you gotta be careful with neem
Yeah.
oil because there's a lot of different neem oils out there,
Mhm.
and it has to be diluted, number
Yes.
1. Now don't do straight neem
Can
oil.
we just say this real quick? Because I know you guys are out there and you're thinking, well, what about oregano oil? Oregano oil also should be diluted. Otherwise, it is like putting lava. Okay. It smells really good. Smells very like Olive Gardenish, but
Yeah, jack you up.
it will jack you up.
Yeah,
And I could tell you some stories where
yeah,
people were like, oh, I just put it in my mouth because,
yeah, yeah,
and
no,
it burns through
don't,
like acid. But
yeah.
yeah,
Any of the oils,
you want to,
most
okay.
of the oils,
One to
you
one?
have to, yeah, 1 to 1 to dilute
Okay.
them down. 'Cause, neem oil is great for the garden.
Well, yeah, for your bugs.
Yeah, the bugs
The bugs
don't
hate
like
it.
that, don't like that, but it has to be diluted before you
Yes.
put it on your vegetables and
Almost
whatnot.
like a 3 to 1.
Yeah,
I use 3 to 1. And
yeah.
I remember my dad, I tell you stories about my dad all the time, and he has a huge garden. And the grasshoppers were attacking his collard greens. And man, he was pissed. And I was like, Dad, why don't you use neem oil? I was like, no, I got this thing and I got this stuff. And, I'm out here babysitting and rubbing it on the leaves. And I come out there with my little spray bottle, gone. They don't like it.
Yeah, Yeah. Yeah. So
And
there.
it's edible, so you can eat it. So
Yep.
it's not
Yep.
like, you're using any chemicals on it. So
Right.
that's a
Right.
good resource for humans and plants.
And I just want to give a shout out right now. I got to give a shout out to anybody who has, some people have these glorious gardens and
Mhm.
huge, and shout out to you. Shout out to farmers,
Yes.
the organic farmers, because it's not easy. Them bugs will come from,
Everywhere.
yeah,
Out of the ground,
bugs
fly
you've never
over.
seen
Yeah.
before. It's like, what is this thing?
Birds,
Yeah,
bugs, all
yeah,
the bees.
yeah. I mean, I've started stopped so many guards. I just tap out. I'm like,
Mhm,
I can't beat the bugs. So,
mhm.
but shout out to everybody who can do that successfully. So, all right. What do you want to talk about? Let's do
Um,
some chicken noodle soup.
oh, yeah.
Chicken noodle soup. It's supposed to be so great for colds and what have you. And why is that? Why is
Is
chicken noodle soup
it's
so good
yeah,
for you?
it's warm, it's comforting, and then you
Mm,
wanna think about the herbs that you're putting in your soup, because all
mhm,
herbs have some type of energetics. You got a little bit of garlic, got a little bit of thyme, you got a little bit of sage, salt and pepper. Oh, I'm missing something, but all of that combination together is going to it's known to be, like, very soothing, and then you have the antibacterial,
Bacterial.
antifungal, you have all of those built into the actual herbs that you're putting in the soup. So is it really the soup? The soup is a vehicle to get the herbs into your body,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's the biggest portion of it. So and it's typically you wanna use fresh herbs, and if you don't have fresh herbs, that's okay, but
Mhm,
technically, you really want to use fresh herbs and just sip on that
yeah.
broth.
And sipping on that broth.
Mhm,
One of the best things that you can do when you have a cold, starting to feel something coming on,
mhm.
sip on hot water.
Yep.
So that hot broth, which is water
Water.
with some herbs
Flavored
in
well,
it,
flavored
yeah,
water.
yeah, is one of the best things you can do. Hot water, sip on it throughout the day.
Mhm,
Because what happens is you've got all these schrotas, these vessels running through you that, waste gets dumped into,
mhm,
okay, and it travels away. And when you drink hot fluids, these things expand. They want to expand. Drink cold things,
they can
they contract, which is why drinking ice water isn't the best thing for you.
Mhm,
Now, of course, a hot day, you want something cold, but there are people that drink ice water all the time. Well, that's not good because you're closing these things down, and now you're going to get those toxins start to back up in your system. And at some point in time, something may happen.
mhm.
Okay. But the hot broth, hot water, great remedy when something is coming on you, or you caught it late and it's there. Do it anyway. Get that
Mhm.
hot fluid in you.
Yeah, yeah, and it doesn't that's it, just hot water.
Hmm.
That's it. I know it sounds crazy. People are like, "Oh, can I put some salt in it? Can I put some lemon in it?" Yeah, you can do what you want. Okay? Do what you want. You're not gonna hurt our feelings. But ideally, you do want it's plain warm water will help.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Oh, and there's my favorite
Which one?
right here.
Oh.
uh, well, there's two of them. You got
Yeah.
this
So we
one,
got the
and you got this one.
yeah,
Yeah.
so we are referring to since we're on this herbaceous tip, Rich loves onion syrup. He loves it. Don't ever come around here with a cough, okay, or a sore throat, because he's gonna pump some onion syrup into you.
That's right.
And it's
Oh,
actually not that bad.
no, it's not.
It's just a name. You're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
onions, yeah, drink that? What?
yeah,
That's nasty. No, it's really not.
it's not that bad."
So what you wanna do, wanna get yourself a jar, glass jar
Mason jar?
preferably, yeah, and you wanna get, yellow onion,
Mhm,
and you need some sugar. So what you wanna do is slice the onion thinly,
mhm,
put a thin slice of onion, cover it with sugar, another onion slice, sugar,
mhm,
onion, and you keep rotating that back and forth. And then put the lid on it
Mhm.
and put it in the fridge for 24 hours.
Mhm.
And what's going to happen is you're going to get this syrup consistency down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. And you tilt it, and you can.
It's gonna have that consistency of literally a cough syrup.
Hmm.
Um, Not quite honeyish, not that thick,
Right.
but
Right.
more of, a normal Robitussin or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna have that same effect because the onions, the sugar is pulling out the liquid from the onions, and the
Yeah.
onions is doing this happy dance, and it's all breaking down. The sugar's helping breaking down all of the enzymes of the
Yeah.
of the vegetable.
Yep. Yep. And you take a take a teaspoon
Mhm.
a couple times a day. That cough will be gone.
Yeah.
And I have had people that have, I've had this cough for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month and a half, 2 months. I just can't get rid of this thing. Take some onion syrup, and relief is on the way.
Mhm.
And a good friend of mine who's a research pharmacologist
Wow.
told me about it a long time ago because I had a cough and I can't get rid of this thing. And she's like, "Oh, this is what you need to do."
Mhm.
And I did it. It worked, and that's been my go-to.
Mhm.
So that's
And
that.
speaking of onions,
Onion
keep it
juice. Now, this is a little more hardcore here.
yeah.
Um, onion juice is great. I used it on
Yeah. Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She had an ear infection.
yeah,
My
yeah.
daughter had an ear infection, and, Rich was like, "Did you try this?" And I know this stuff, but when you're in the panic mode, you forget, right? This is why you phone a friend. You have somebody in your corner. And, yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
you
easy. I mean, you kind of squish um, some onion, and it's easy to get the juice out of that
yeah,
stuff. So you get a little juice out, and you want to put about 1 drop into the ear, and don't take a whole dropper,
yeah,
and don't
yeah,
do
like,
that.
literally a drop.
Like 1 drop in there, okay,
Yeah.
and do that once a day, and takes away most ear aches, ear
Mhm.
infections. An onion is very antimicrobial, so
Absolutely.
it works wonders.
Mhm.
So,
Have you heard of people putting onion on their feet and putting socks on at night
pull
to
toxins out.
pull the toxins out?
Mhm.
This is why onions, when you have an onion, you're really supposed to use the whole thing, okay? So when you have an onion and you cut it in half, you only use a portion of it and you put it back in the refrigerator, it is pulling every bad funky thing that's in your refrigerator.
Like a
It's
magnet.
like a magnet. It's absorbing it into that onion, and then you're gonna the next couple days you're gonna use the onions for, some pico de gallo, and you're gonna be it's not
Not
gonna
the
be
same.
it's not the same, but it is onions are known for absorbing
Being.
all the bad.
And and what do a lot of people do when they put it in the fridge? They put it in a little plastic
Yeah,
baggie.
yeah.
So the plastics in that
All of the
bag,
plastics.
it's just
Mhm. Yeah.
so.
That's crazy. That's why I always think it's funny when you go to the grocery store and they'll have like in the produce section, they'll have some things cut up already for you. I'm
Mhm.
like, no, put the onion away. Like, why? Yeah, just avoid that. It's not that serious. Onions are like 98 cents. Like, just cut it, plant it, put it in put it in your garden if you're not going to use it, but
Mhm.
just use the whole dang thing.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
about that? Put it on your feet. Make some onion syrup. Do
Yeah,
something. Do
yeah.
something with it. Don't put it back in the fridge.
There you go.
One of
Alri
my favorites. Can I
Okay,
go since
yeah,
one of your favorites? Okay,
yeah.
so for those of you who did not know, before I entered I took a break in corporate America and I opened up a childcare facility. And one of the things that you're doing with you're dealing with kids is diaper rash or rash, mainly
Mhm.
diaper rash. And parents will come in with all these ointments and jellies and stuff that you have to wipe, and it takes forever to get it off your hands. They walk away, and I'm like, yeah, I got it. And there's two remedies for this, okay? It is cornstarch. Cornstarch, you shake it on like powder, like baby powder, but we all know baby powder is terrible. It's full of talc. But you spread it on like every time you change the kid, you put the powder on or the cornstarch on. Every change that you change that child, you will see the skin growing back. You will see the redness going away. I've seen some where the first layer of skin is gone, like it's a diaper rash,
Mhm.
almost like bed sores for elderly people, or it's the same thing.
Okay.
Cornstarch absorbs all that moisture that's going on there, and it helps repair the skin. This one, parents would come back and they're like, "What'd you do to my kid?" I'm like, little something.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't believe me. I know my grandmother used to do flour, like she would brown
Mhm.
flour, like if you were making a roux and use that. I prefer the cornstarch over it. I don't have to cook it, and there's no gluten or yeast in it. So I'm
Mhm.
not really trying to mess with somebody's girl parts with yeast
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
gluten. So cornstarch is hands down the fastest way to cure diaper rash or bed sores. Bed sores, you gotta move them around, though. They're
Mhm.
kinda getting them because they're sitting stagnant.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, that's one of
That
my favorites.
that's a golden tidbit right
It
there.
is, it is.
And while you were talking about that, one thing that came to mind when you were talking about baby powder and talc and all that stuff, and we've known that, that's been in the news for, not good
Decades, yeah.
reasons. One of the best things to deter ants
Mm,
is baby powder. You put some baby powder and talc down, ants will not cross
mhm.
it.
Wow.
So if they're coming in the house from somewhere, if you can
Put 'em
find
on
out
your
where,
doors,
yeah,
doors
do
and
that.
windows.
Yep, 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 yep.
That's very telling.
Yeah, exactly.
Just saying.
The ants know. They've
Yeah.
been here a long time.
It's
And
funny how animals will know. They will tell you when something's good, bad, or
yep,
indifferent, right?
yep,
And if they will not cross that line, you gotta think about, like, am I digesting this? Am I putting this stuff on my
yep,
good parts?
yep,
And then wondering why, what the heck?
yep, yep,
It's not
yeah.
working like it should be.
Years ago, I was in an apartment and it had ants. Ants started coming in. So, I put it down and ended up, I thought, blocking them. And it's like, but they were like scattered all around. I'm like, something's not right here.
Mhm.
Well, number one, I had the wrong entrance. That was their
Mhm.
exit. So
Oh.
they would not leave. And I was like, oh, this is not working.
Yep.
So I had to get that up and block the entrance. Then the ones that were already in left by an exit. But I had that exit blocked with powder and didn't even know it.
Mm,
So yeah, this stuff works.
wow.
So yeah,
Mhm.
the bugs know.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. What else we got?
All right. That's golden seal.
Yeah, let's talk about
Has
it.
anybody ever had golden seal?
It's bitter AF. I've had it.
It has to be one of the worst tasting things
Yeah.
out there, but one of the best things
Yeah.
at getting rid of, again, it's antimicrobial, and this stuff just works wonders when you
Mhm.
got the crud and whatnot. Now, one of the keys to it, though, is you have to get the root and the plant. So
Yes.
don't go to the store. They give you
No,
tablets and they give you
no.
the. You got to get them nasty looking
Yeah.
roots and stuff. Put it in a pot and boil that
Mm,
sucker.
mhm.
Now it's gonna smell worse than what's
Chitlins,
yeah,
crossed with
it's all that kind of stuff.
garbage. Yeah.
It's awful,
Yeah.
awful.
Smells like outside kinda. Like dirty, grimy, well, I don't know. Anyways.
Jim, I
Yeah.
mean
Yeah.
it's bad. It's bad. But it works so effectively. And I remember first time taking this stuff. It was years and years ago. And I had kinda had the crud and it's hanging on, and so a friend of mine goes, "You need some golden seal." I'm like, "What the hell is that?"
Mhm.
So anyway, I get this stuff and, he's telling me how to cook it, and I'm boiling it because it takes a few hours.
Yeah, you have to break down it's like literally a root. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know how many you guys have pulled a plant out of the garden and you see these tendrils of whatnot, but the golden seal is a little bit thick.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
but anyways, it's a root.
Yeah. Yeah. So you boil this sucker down and then you strain it, and then you have like a half a cup of, it's like a tea, you know,
Mhm. You
if you
gotta
can
sip
call that a
this.
tea.
Yeah.
But I remember taking that glass, the cup, and putting it up to my mouth, and my nose just said, "Uh-uh. You don't take this stuff."
Yeah.
I'm like, "I gotta take it, it's good." So, anyway, I force myself, I get it in my mouth, and it's like my throat is like,
Close it up.
"I don't wanna swallow this stuff," and I'm like, come on, go down, go down, go down." Anyway, I managed to get this thing down. I woke up the next morning, I was fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, "You gotta be kidding
Yeah.
me. This stuff is wonderful."
Sometimes it's the really grody, gross,
Most
painful.
of the time.
It's the bitter. The more bitter it is, the better it is for you. Hands
Mhm,
down. That's the
mhm,
rule with with medicines, with
mhm.
foods that we're eating.
Yep,
Bitter is better. Just
yep,
remember that.
yep,
And if you choose to do the golden seal, take it in a shot. Like y'all been taking shots for whatever. Just put it in a little ounce and a half, 2 ounces. Take it back. Throw it back
yep,
and
yep,
do that a
yep.
couple times and you'll get that 6 ounces, and for 6 ounces, will do it.
Talking about bitter,
Yeah.
one of the bitter is
Mm.
bitter is I don't know.
Bitterest.
What's the most bitter? The most better bitter. Bitter gourd.
Oh,
Oh my god.
we
That's for a professional.
y'all, listen, if you want to, it's bitter gourd, bitter melon,
Yeah.
it goes by a couple of names, but it looks like a cucumber
Mm,
with
all them
extreme acne,
yeah.
okay? With all these little bumps on the side. It's fine if it's supposed to have bumps.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could find it at most of your international stores will have it.
Mhm.
And it looks like a cucumber. It's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
non-threatening,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I tell you we struggled with this one more than the golden seal.
Oh, yeah.
We
Oh, yeah.
struggled with this one. And it is good for diabetics, high blood
Mhm.
pressure,
Yep, yep.
um it,
Sugar problems,
sugar,
cholesterol problems. I mean, this stuff
the
is
big ones.
amazing.
Yeah,
But taking this stuff,
it's not for the weak, yo.
ooh,
I would say it tastes.
I think I tapped out the first time.
Oh, I know I did. We were sitting in his office like, "Okay, here we go, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4." Like, "No, no, no, okay, wait, one more time." So you have to prep yourself up, but then, like anything else, the more you do it, the
Yeah.
less it takes the edge off of it, right? It's still disgusting.
This
It still
stuff
tastes
is
like
like bitter grass.
I was just about to say it tastes like grass,
I mean, straight grass. It's
like
like
fresh cut
yeah,
grass,
yeah, yeah.
but with a bitter twang on it.
Very bitter.
And but it does wonders. Like you
Yeah.
can there's lots of studies, Harvard studies, lots of
Mhm.
research and data on that. So if you want to, you feeling interesting, you feeling a little froggy, and you have any of the things that we named plus some,
Yeah. Yeah.
try it because people were able to move their numbers in
Yeah.
a week.
Yeah.
Definitely noticing a difference by the end of the day with
Yeah.
the sugar
Yeah.
levels
Yeah.
spiking, things like that. We are not making this up. This is actual fact that
Yeah.
we researched. So it
Yeah.
is really good, but I'm telling you, man, the bitter, it was just like, I'm saying, take a shot and throw it back. Take a shot and throw it back. But the throwing it back part is it's interesting.
Now you can use a little lemon.
Yeah,
You can squeeze a little. Don't squeeze a whole lemon in there. We're talking a few drops in there. It takes maybe the highest of the high off, but
yeah.
it's still gonna be awful.
Well, you know what I did? Remember we did a tasting at Natural Grocers, and I used bitter gourd in a chow mein. Like I sliced it really thin, and what I did was I soaked it in a little milk. You can soak it in milk or a little bit of lemon water to take the bite off of it. And then you could kind of mix it in with other stuff. You can blend it in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm a magician, so I'm gonna trick you into eating it.
Yeah.
However, it's still gonna have that same effect. It's gonna take an edge off of it when you dilute it a little bit.
Mhm.
Because you want it to be bitter because you want your tongue and your mouth to react to the
Yeah.
bitterness because then it starts the process in your stomach. So
Yeah.
that's the portion of it. So, take one for the team. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're not gonna die. I promise you that. But if worst case scenarios, you can kind of hide it a little bit. But I was
Yeah.
on a mission when I found out how all the health benefits. I was
Mhm.
trying to blend it in with everything without it overpowering the meal. And I
Yeah,
did it. I
yeah.
was pretty successful at it. Yeah.
And it was interesting. One time I was in the store getting one, and I've seen some other people get them, and they get like 10,
Yeah, a
15
whole
of them.
bag of them.
I'm like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
what do you wanna do with
Yeah,
those
it's 4
things?"
for $1. So they're gonna get 4. I'm like, "No, I just need 1." It's like, "Can I break it in half?"
Yeah, really. But, it's wonderful. It's
Mhm.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Anything else we got on
Yes,
the
we got a
list?
couple things, and we're gonna
Okay.
go quick. Peppermint oil,
Ooh.
peppermint, headaches,
Mhm.
little couple drops, put it on your finger, massage your temples. You should notice. I usually put a little right here too in the little crease in between underneath
Mhm.
your nose.
Mhm.
And then press because that's a pressure point, normal point.
Yeah.
So I press
Yeah.
down on that, but that will help with headaches, and it also helps with the ants too. Um, what else? We talked about. I know we're getting close on time, so I'm just like, and another thing, and but we're talking about diarrhea.
Ooh,
Yeah, cha
diarrhea.
cha cha. And bananas help. Talking about the brat diet,
Yep, yep.
bananas, rice, what was it?
Applesauce.
Applesauce and
That is
toast.
yeah.
Or when you're not feeling well, you just wanna, especially with if it's digestion with vomiting or diarrhea, those
Yep.
type of things, you wanna eliminate, well, you eliminating, that's why you got the poop problems. But, you wanna eliminate pretty much everything and do things that are easy to digest. But that banana, preferably more on the greener side, will help, solidify
Mhm.
the fecal matter.
Yep, 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 as well. Because if you go the other way and it's got a bunch of brown spots
It's
on
too
it,
sweet.
and it actually induces
Mhm.
diarrhea.
Yeah.
So, you gotta be on the right end of the banana.
Yeah. So a little bit green, very yellow, but on
Yeah,
that greener side. But
yeah,
once it starts to get that browner yellow and to get brown spots on it, it's just too sweet and it's
yeah,
going to have the reverse effect.
yeah.
And to that, also, if you're not a big banana person and you need something to help with that, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are packed with fiber and they
Mhm.
help bulk up the problem area. And that's for
Yeah.
pets too. My dog had loose stool. And I threw some sweet potato, baked sweet potato, put it in his kibble, and he was fine. Like within the next, 4 to 6 hours, he had no poop issues anymore.
Nice,
So
nice. Alright.
what else we got? What else we got?
Uh,
Are we gonna talk about this Vicks vapor rub that y'all
Vicks Vapor
love
Rub.
rubbing
Ooh.
all over your bodies like freaking like cocoa butter? It's not cocoa butter. Okay. Actually, I don't even believe why they're selling it.
Yeah, Vicks, Vapor Rub, that stuff, look it up.
Yeah.
Let me say that, look it up. One thing, it has petroleum in it, which is, not good,
Mm-mm.
um, and there are other ingredients in there. It's been linked to, uh, some other disorders, shall we
Mm-hmm.
say, that are, not very good. And it can cause skin irritation. They say keep it away from the mucous membranes.
But the
Uh,
first thing you're
but you
gonna do,
go, yeah.
you're gonna poop over
Yeah, yeah,
here,
yeah,
rub a
yeah.
little bit on your chest, like,
Yeah, yeah, yep, yep. And I remember my mother used to lather me up, and then my eyes are watering. I'm like, oh God, this stuff is terrible.
yeah.
And oh, it'll make you feel better. Well, it's because you're thinking about this stuff, this smell going up your nose. You're not thinking about what's wrong with you. I think that's how it made you better.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was some
But
potent stuff,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, hey, one of the best things when you're all congested and whatnot, especially at nighttime, put a humidifier on.
oh, yeah,
The air's too dry,
yeah.
and during the night dries out even more.
Mhm.
So, and
Especially if
then
you have the ceiling fan on or a
yep,
fan
yep,
on,
yep,
if you're just one of those people that are hot or women, you're going through the change, you hot throughout the night, so you have that fan constantly going.
yep.
No bueno. I mean,
Yeah.
have it on, that's fine. Again, not gonna hurt our feelings, but you need to counter that with something.
Yeah, yeah, because it's drying out all your, mucous membranes, and now they get irritated, they get swollen, nose is closed, now
Now you're snoring.
I need some spray to
Yeah.
open it back up, and get some moisture in there, and just get a good humidifier, and, that'll help. That'll help
Mhm,
you sleep at night.
mhm.
So,
And, last one on the list is the almighty all-purpose castor oil.
Whew, I think you run a car on that stuff.
Yeah, it's some good stuff.
One of the isn't that great tasting?
No.
And it's not like the other things, though. It's not like bitter gourd
Oh,
and,
yeah, yeah, yeah. This one you can deal with.
yeah,
This
yeah,
one you can deal with.
yeah,
It's, I think, more of a textural thing that
yeah, yeah,
it's
'cause it's
actual oil.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
slick and it's a little bit thick.
yeah, 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 but does wonders. I
Mhm.
mean, my mother used to give it to me. It came out in that dark glass,
Mhm.
thing, and it's just like, "Oh, that's the castor oil. Oh,
Yep.
no. Here we go."
Yeah.
But, a
And
couple
it's the we talked about the energetics of herbs and foods and pretty much everything under the sun. Castor oil is a downward mobility
yeah,
herb, right? So pregnant women, you kind of want to avoid it because we don't want anything that's going to make things go down because we want to keep that baby in as long as possible. So disclaimer,
yeah.
pregnant women, consult your doctors before you trying that. I know people that were like, I'm getting this baby out, I'm taking some castor oil. Like they were done being pregnant, especially here in the summertime in Arizona. They were like, yep, I'm gonna take a tablespoon. And lo and behold, within 24 hours ish, my
Yeah,
girlfriend was at
yeah,
the hospital. I was like, oof,
yeah, yeah.
oof.
There are things that do that, and, since we're always on, full disclosure here, my mother was, constipated during most of her, pregnancy with me, and, she got to the point where she was just sick of it, so she took some X-Lax. Ooh. And out it came out,
Yeah,
about 3 hours
yeah.
later.
See what I'm saying?
All that downward,
Energetics.
energetics.
It's taking everything and it's pushing it down.
Yeah,
That ain't supposed to be in there.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
pushing it
yeah,
down. So
yeah.
if you're constipated, that would work. Castor oil also works with, I know people are using it to like enhance hair. So I
Mhm,
see a lot of ladies putting it on their lashes to get growth stimulating,
mhm.
which I think is pretty cool. I haven't tried it, but
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of the do-all
hmm
sort of thing, so,
yeah,
but, good old castor oil.
yeah. I think
I
that's
think
just
that we've covered them all.
yeah,
I mean, there's more out there,
yeah.
obviously, but these are some of the ones, that, we
Mhm.
have experienced, and like we said, do your research with them, and be careful with these
Mhm.
things because the amount you take and kind of how you take them is
Mhm.
very important. But our aim today was really just to give you kind of a spread of some alternative things that you
Yeah.
can do for running out to the pharmacy to get this, that, or the other thing. Well, a
Mhm.
lot of these things will accomplish
Mhm.
the same thing. So,
Yeah, and I know every region, every background, every family has their own secrets. So
hmm
we would
hmm
love to hear your
yeah,
secrets,
yeah.
your family health secrets. So definitely reach out to us, drop it in the chat, and we'll test it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
We will
yeah,
definitely
yeah,
test it, but
yeah.
we would love to hear your feedback on the things that we have. I mean, we have. I'm sure we can go on for days talking about just different things. And when you think about it, like, oh, my grandmother used to do this and do
Mhm,
that. Like,
mhm.
as you come up with them, drop it because I want to know. Like, don't be a selfish Christian. Let's spread the word.
Mm.
Okay, spread the word.
All right, so we look forward to hearing from you, and again, thank you for, tuning in. Thank you for, the likes and the
Mhm.
comments. Keep them coming. We
Yep.
appreciate it, and until next time,
Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe,
subscribe.
so you don't miss any of this goodness.
That's right. Till next time.
All right,
Peace out.
toodaloo.